Matty, 350 at the weekend, just another milestone for you, and onto bigger and better things now. 400 next, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm not sure I'm going to get there this season, probably just fall short, but yeah, it's a great achievement at any club, any level, to be as one club as long as I have, and hopefully there's many more to come.
We often talk, don't we, about the saves, the Spennymoor moments, Altrincham, but it was a really big one, wasn't there, on Saturday where you denied Parker, and it's again just another day at the office.
Yeah, I think I've contributed quite in a few moments this season. When the teams needed me. I think we're in a good spot. We've had a couple of sticky results recently, though we've probably not quite started as well as we had previously, especially at home. We've probably not quite got to the races early as we'd like, but we've recovered quite well in the second half. But yeah, it's been nice to contribute a couple of times this season and keep the team engaged.
You mentioned there, in terms of the start we've had to the season, pretty much a quarter of the way through, it's still, I think, 5th in the league. Very much reason to be positive, and we'll take that into Buxton this weekend. A tough place to go.
Yeah, tough place to go. Good football inside. Like I said, the last 2 or 3 games probably haven't quite been the results we've been after. We played against a really good side in South Shields. I think, we were much better in the second half on Saturday. It wasn't our best performance in the first half, but we recovered well to get a point, so we could take a positive from that. But yeah, I think obviously there's lots of reasons to be positive. Like I said, we've not played the best football in the last couple of weeks. However, we're 5th in the league, and hopefully we're going to get a few good results in our belt against Buxton and Southport.
Obviously, as the skipper, the very much in terms of the core, the likes of yourself, Calves, Ello, and those have been, Henners, who've been a part of it for many years now. Obviously this year we've brought a couple of new faces in, but does it very much feel like we're as together as we've always been?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the core group is here. Nothing's really changed with regards to that. There's always going to be sort of a revolving door with regards to a few players coming in and out, and I think it's important that we bring them in and making sure we welcome with open arms and make sure they know what the culture's around at the club and that we're all together. And I think it's important that we do that, and I think we're slowly but surely making sure that happens.
And just finally, the fans, they absolutely love you. They have done for many years. You see a lot of the mascots that we get. Rory, especially, one who's always itching to get out with you. They do make a massive difference, don't they? And like I say, Buxton, Southport, Merthyr, all the games that are coming up, they're going to continue to play their part.
Yeah, it's a big part of the season for us. Like I said, we really want to get back on track, starting getting 3 points against Buxton, but they're massive for us. And like I said, it's really good for me to come out onto the pitch knowing that Rory's there, other mascots are there, and then the supporters are behind us, and it really sort of spurs you on and drives you on.